So. Hallo und willkommen zurück. Trace of Course C2 und warum spielt keine Musik? Ich glaube, ich habe gerade mit dem Switch schon beim Starten vom Stream gerade die Musik gekillt. Nice. Ich wollte gerade auch auf die Teilscreen schauen, weil passend. Es ist, man sieht, alle Leute sind endlich zusammen in ihm hier. Mit einem schönen Michi-Schneemann. Und es ist wirklich mal so, man sieht mal wirklich mal alle zusammen entspannt, nachdem wir sie jetzt beim letzten Mal ja alle zusammenbekommen haben. Wir haben Juices gefunden, ihn nach einem kleinen Duell mit uns, ja, mit verschleppt. Sarah kam noch dazu. Und wir sind wieder zurück in Emir, unserem gut verdienten Rest Day. Mit 15 Bonding Points. Wir werden viele Bonding Events uns heute angucken. Dementsprechend, ja, viele Cutscenes zum Anfang. Und viele auch bei mir lesen. So, ich gucke mal gerade noch was nebenbei. Snowboarding haben wir wieder. Was ist zum Scannen ist wieder da. Derjenige mit dem Highest Link Level. Zwischen Claire, Sharon und Thor. Thor hat eine 4, Claire hat eine 5, Sharon hat eine 4. Okay, wir kriegen das von Claire. This is a schöne Note 1 Guest Character, Claire Sharon Torval, with the highest Link EXP and must be over Link level 3. At the end of this act will give you a powerful accessory for chapter 2. Ooh. Dein Ernst? Das sind sehr starke dabei. Welchen habe ich denn das letzte Mal bekommen? Ich muss gerade mal gucken. Ich sehe gerade, was das für Items sind. Und das sind halt krasse Items. Habe ich überhaupt eins bekommen? Ich sehe es zumindest nicht. Okay. Also man kann Cerulean Hearts kriegen. Das ist das Item, was wir am wahrscheinlichsten kriegen werden. Accuracy 100% und Crit Rate 10%. Ist okay. Dann kann man Black Virtue kriegen, was literally einfach Zeus Gem ist. Ohne den Strength Boost. Aber halt Delay plus 6 und Art Cancel bei 90%. Aber Tools ist... das hätte ich so gerne. Leider ist Tor der am weitesten hinterher hängt. Ich habe echt nichts. Weil Toggle wird uns ganz einfach... Hier, genau. Ah doch, ich habe Cerulean Hearts einmal gekriegt. Used by Captain Claire. Ich habe es neu equipped. Ihr wird eine Quick Caliber S kriegen. Was die Casting Time nicht nur halbiert, sondern um 66% reduziert. Also bei 2/3. Sehr nice. Ich ziehe mir die Urschad. Okay, ja, das weiß ich. Oh ja. Und das heißt halt, das heißt Accessory halt Cast Time ist halt. Aber wir werden nochmal eine Cerulean Hearts kriegen. Wäre eigentlich sehr fitting für sie, aber da habe ich schon das und ich brauche die Equation gerade noch. Also ja. Wir fokussieren uns jetzt mal auf Bonding-Events. Wir haben in der Menschen Alisa. Die Frage ist, wo chillt Alisa? Oh, what are you doing in here, Alisa? Oh, your mother told me that I could find some tools in here, so here I am. I need them for the work I'm going to be doing on the orbital bike. You know how your bike works? Well enough to do that? Well, an engine's an engine, right? Should be able to tinker it. After all, Angelica's done for us, I at least want to make sure she gets her precious bike back in top condition. Might be nice if I gave her a hand. Need a hand there? It sounds like a two-person job to me, and I'd feel bad making you do all the work when Angelica left it in my care. I figured you'd say that. It'll probably go more smoothly with an extra pair of hands, so sure. Alright, there's everything around the orbital engine taken care of. It could probably do with being taken care for a test ride at some point though. Oh, I showed all the moving parts too. Yeah, you really are amazing. I knew you were very good with all the technology and all. But I didn't expect you to be able to perform maintenance this well. All of this is just a stopgap really. I had a few chances to look at it back at the academy too, so I have a vague idea of what needs to be doing, but that's all. Doesn't make you any less amazing in my eyes. When in North, you worked out what was wrong with the truck and even knew the model of the motor we found. At first I thought it was just because you're part of the Rainford family, but I feel like it's underselling, you know. You must have studied like crazy to know so much. Well, I did spend a lot of time studying orbital technology even before enrolling at the academy. I used my family name, however, I could in order to visit Rainford factories and attend lectures at the Institute of Technology. I'm more than confident I made the most of every chance I had to study and broaden my knowledge of the field. I have a feeling I know why you did all of that too. Was it to rebel against the mother? Well, I can't deny it. Not to beat a dead horse, but it felt like my mother just stopped caring about us after my father passed away. I mean, she'd stolen the company from grandfather and everything. How could you do that to your own father? Suppose you could say all that studying was my way of trying to show her up a little. Trying to show her up at something. A little at least. Let me see. So, were you able to? Not in the slightest. Now that she's missing, this isn't the time to be thinking about my next act of rebellion either. And you know what? That's fine by me. I've made up my mind to focus on the future rather than the past for now. I've got to keep the promise I made to her and Rose, so after all, I'll be sure running the company with... I'll be running the company before she knows it. Huh. I think she preferred that way, honestly. Huh? Ah, look at you, you were so engrossed in the bike that you didn't even notice all the snow building up on your head. Still, I think you found the right way to approach things. I have to pick up a few pointers from you. Can't let himself get too wrapped up in my past either. By that way, you'll both be able to find the best path for each of us to take. Certainly hope so. Come on, don't cry. Here's for cheer you up. Is that a bunny all made out of snow? Hey look, you've got loads of snow on your head too. Don't worry, you can follow me back to Ymir. So, stay close, okay? Okay. Und anscheinend hat Rin ihr doch in der Vergangenheit den Snowbuddy gegeben. Are you kidding me? What's wrong? I can't believe I forgot. Remember how I talked about coming here with my family as a kid? You never get lost out on the mountain. But just when I started to think I'd be lost there forever, a boy appeared out of nowhere. And led me all the way back to Ymir. And the boy was you, I'm sure of it. That does ring a bell, actually. The year after that was when the whole thing with my power happened. So I kind of pushed everything else to the back of my mind. Weird, we really did meet when we were kids. I was only joking about it before, but yeah, we really did. I've forgotten all about it too, probably because it was a scary memory for me. I don't blame you. Still, you don't get coincidences like this every day. I'd be embarrassed to try and attribute it to something like fate, though. Yeah, you're right. I could realize it sooner, sure. But it makes me happy to know it was you all along. Sorry? Oh, didn't quite catch that. Nothing at all. Anyway, let's finish up with the bike, shall we? Yep, sure. Ding, ding. Green and Elisa work together to finish the rest of the bike's maintenance, the two of them feeling somewhat awkward around each other due to the recent discovery. And upon completion, they ran to return the tools to the barn Schwarz's study. Nehmen wir die nächsten, die mal maxen, was das angeht, ey. Fine. The dog's name, but alright, he's cute. Yeah, Dad raised him to be a hunting dog, believe it or not. He's just ready though. Looks like a smart one to me. Petting him is pretty relaxing too. I'll stay with him for a little bit and think about what we should do. Come to think of it, it's just about feeding time. Want to help me feed him? Oh, sure, I'd like that. I'll be right back. I've got to go get his food. Yeah, that's chunky, actually. Also zumindest, wie er gerade da sitzt, ja, er sieht recht chunky aus. Nicht, dass es schlimm ist. I mean, vor allem als Hunting Dog. Wahrscheinlich mehr, es ist auch alles mehr Muskeln als irgendwie Fett oder so, aber chunky. What's that taste, huh? Good? Looks like he's wagging his tail. Sorry for not being able to spare much time for you and Arthur, but he says it's okay. Smart doggy. Can you understand what dogs are saying or something? No, I'm just guessing based on how he acts and barks. Back in the Corps, I used to look after the military monsters a lot. Really? It sounds like an awfully dangerous job for you to be doing. Well, it did get bitten sometimes at first. But after one of the other caretakers showed me what to do, I stopped. When you talk about your time there, it's hard to believe the Jäger Corps you were in was one of the strongest. I mean, I guess? Is that for unusual by Jäger standards? I guess. The boss was pretty easygoing, but it was always hard to tell what he was thinking. You remember what I told you at Mother Park, right? How he taught me survival skills and all that. Sino Leo taught me how to set traps and the art of close quarter combat. I can't imagine what it must have been like living that kind of life day to day. It's easier to see how I came to think of them as family. Yep, we were family. Until they all left me behind after the boss died. I just want to know why. Why they all had to leave me behind. And now that I might have a chance to, I don't want to let it pass me by. Even it won't be easy getting it out of them. Still. Huh? I think even I understood what he was saying this time. Try not to overthink it. Something along those lines. Ah. There's no reason you need to try and find out alone. But when you've got all of us with you. If that's what you want to know, we will all make it work out. You will? You're right. How could things not work out when I've got you guys? Fair point. But Murphy ist strengthened. Ja, der ist schon gemaxt. Da gibt's nichts mehr zu strengthen. Der ist schon through the roof. Even the air here feels calm. It's not hard to see why Jim Coffee is so fond of this village. I hope that I'll get a chance to bring Father and Klaus here one day. Oh, We'd be happy to have them, and don't worry, I'm sure you have plenty of chances once the war's over. Ja, gerade bei das überhaupt sagen. I hope so. I suppose that's another reason for us to hasten its conclusion. But I'm still lost as to how, though. What should we do, I wonder? It's only wrecking your brain, Otis. Maybe a break would do a good. Better go somewhere and take a break. It's good to take a breather sometimes when you're stuck on a difficult problem. Oh, that sounds reasonable. In this case, I'd like to ask you a favor. You just called me to your room? What? It came out of nowhere. So this is your bedroom. The decor has something of an Eastern feel to it, fitting for a former student of June cafes. Is there anything here that's particularly representative of the elite school? I should have known. You got me off guard when you asked to see my room, but it figures that's what you were interested in. Huh? Why would you be surprised? Come on, Laura. So oblivious kannst du selbst nicht mal du sein. Oh, it's nothing. As for a question, I don't have all that much, I'm afraid. Wait, actually, I have some tea leaves Master Cafe gave to Dad a while back, I think. How about it? You up for having some green tea? Really? Oh, I liked it very much. Und was auch immer das darstellen soll. Lotusfrüchte? Wäre jetzt ein Guess. Ah, this was quite a refined taste indeed. This has quite a refined taste indeed. It isn't my first time tasting green tea. Monica let me sample the tea served at her glass tea house during the festival. But it seems to have more depth to its flavor and fragrance. Master Cafe is a huge fan of this kind, apparently. He brought it back from the East himself. He's always bringing gifts whenever he comes to visit, so he's probably among the locals. Everyone here likes him. Really now? I've yet to have the opportunity to meet him in person, but I can easily see why he and father get along so well. Would you happen to know where he is now? Nope, afraid not. That letter I received from him during our vacation here didn't specify. He's always been something of a vagrant. He wanders the continent throughout the year, stopping off various places. So while I couldn't tell you where he is, I'm sure he's just fine. I imagine so, if rumor is to be believed, he's as proficient with a blade as father, if not more so. I read about it, Dad? I am. I try to avoid admitting it publicly, but it's a fact. His skill is as immense as ever, but given the various new weapons that have come into play during this war, along with other powerful warriors such as General Aurelia and that knight from Ouroboros, here I can't blame you for being a little concerned under the circumstances. So, all we can do in the meantime is keep going and do what we are able. Beim sollte man auch nicht McBurn vergessen. As long as we keep that up, I'm sure we'll be reunited with them in due time. Maybe. Oh no, you're right. In a sense, this is but another trial we must overcome to reach greater heights. Yep, and I know we can overcome it so long as we're together. Und so kann gleich jetzt bald wieder erschienen. The tea was delicious. Thank you for allowing me to join you. Incidentally, Tova mentioned that you used to train somewhere deep in the mountains. Is it true? Here in the Isengard range. Wait, don't tell me you're planning on going up there near on. Well, after that break, I feel like doing something more active. A walk in the crisp, snowy mountains should clear my mind just perfectly. Wouldn't mind a mountain walk. If you're really interested, I can show you the way there. Or would you? I would be very grateful. Then we should set out at once. Together, Irene and Laura climbed the Emir mountain path, the destination being the canyon above. Soon enough, they had arrived at the area Irene once trained under Master Cafe. I wasn't expecting the climb to be quite so lengthy. Or the far, really. You conducted your training a remarkable distance from me for one so young. Here we spent about a month living up here away from civilization. We trained almost every day, but even when I wasn't training, he was teaching me how to live side by side with nature. We had to catch our own food, secure a place to sleep every night. Sometimes we'd even challenge monsters as practice. Oh my, that does sound rather harsh. You're just a boy at the time of your training, yes? I can follow it, however. The Osage school does have similar practices. And when I was a child, I would often join the students in training in the mountains. I'm a bit surprised to hear the Osage school training is right up there with the Elise. I made it through in one piece, but I was completely exhausted by the end. Elisa was really worried about me. She wouldn't stop crying when I'd finally come back home. That's not hard to picture. After taking a look at the scenery, there's no doubt in my mind that training here would be a valuable exercise. But it certainly was. Standing up here and being surrounded by nature serves as a reminder of just how small and insignificant we really are. Suppose you could say the same about our swords in this war. Sorry, I'm not following. No matter how much its speed rains, realistically, a mere swordsman stands no chance against the force of tanks or soldiers. That being the case, what significance do swords even have in this war? I've been pondering this a lot lately, and I still haven't reached an answer. It's a good question. Yet when I look around at the vast mountains surrounding us, I feel like I've been liberated from those worries. It was just because she was a skilled warrior that the Landsmaiden was able to end the war over time. They played a role, certainly, but she must have possessed numerous other qualities that contributed. That is true. In the same way, I'm sure there's a role that swords can play in ending this war too, even if they can't do it alone. My thoughts exactly. We simply have to find it, and as a class, I know we will. After taking a while, they enjoyed a short mock battle against one another before returning to Emir. Great. Machen wir noch ganz kurz was? Geben wir mal kurz eine Minute. So. Da bin ich schon wieder. Dass heute doch mal ein bisschen, zumindest bei mir, ein bisschen kühler ist. Ja, noch ein kleines Feuer schon gemacht. Also vorhin schon, aber ja. Der Michi Snowman, das ist ja sogar immer noch hier. Ich weiß nicht, ob du... Ich habe das Gefühl, ich habe das Spiel schon mal irgendwo mal gesehen, also dieses Gesicht mit dem Hut. Ich weiß noch gar nicht woher. Ich habe das Gefühl, ich habe es schon irgendwo mal gesehen. Und nein, nicht im letzten Playthrough als Schneemann. Das meine ich jetzt nicht. Doing some shopping, Sharon? That's right, since you'll all be gathering for a discussion in Feeding Swings, I thought I might head up in the kitchen. I also thought I could prepare some food for your father, seeing as your mother has other business to attend to. Oh, it's already generous of you, thanks. With several board members having recently revealed themselves to us, I can't help but assume they're up to something. I'd like you to know, Reen, that no matter what happens, my alliance will always lie with you and your classmates. Mal gucken. Please ensure that whatever you decide on this afternoon is something you can do without regret. Oh, Sharon. Sure, we will. Good to have your support. Till the end of time. It's great to know she's got our back, but she's still cooking for that. Maybe I can help out with that. Yeah, even if you are looking out first, that doesn't mean I can't help you with cooking for my dad. Might as well try to pay him back a little bit for all those years of love and devotion, right? I'm sure your father would be overjoyed to hear you say that. As soon as I'm done with shopping, we can head over to the kitchen. Sharon ist schon sweet, muss man schon sagen. Zwar auch gefährlich, aber auch sweet. Together, Reen and Sharon walked to the mansion. After seeing that Reen's mother was out, they started making a hearty meal for his father. Oh, you're making Emir-style borscht? Good idea. It's got plenty of vegetables and it should be great for warming it up to boot. I couldn't agree more. All of the protein in the meat I will be using should help accelerate its recovery as well. Serene, could I trouble you to drop the vegetables? If you would, I will set about preparing the meat and seasoning the soup. Sure. It's times like these where she seems like just another maid. Takes me back to watching her cook for us in the dawn. It's hard to believe that she's actually an enforcer of Uber sometimes. Oh. There's something wrong. Heavens, she's lost her finger. Sorry, I should have been paying more attention. I didn't cut it too deeply though, so it should be fine. Oh no, that won't do at all. Would you still a moment, please? I'll stop the bleeding. Natürlich. Sure, what are you? This is so awkward. That should do the trick. And I'm not sure it's a good idea to start sucking on people's fingers out of the blue like that. Any particular reason? Huh? I'll bring you a bandage, so please wait in the adjacent room. She's messing with me again, isn't she? There we are, all better. Please leave the rest of the work to me. You should give your finger time to heal. You're probably right. I'm sorry that I couldn't be of more help. You needn't be so sorry, Mastery. You made a valuable contribution as it was. I brought back memories of Lady Alice's younger days too. Whenever she fell and scraped her knee, she would always start crying for me to come and help her. Aw, how sweet. I can picture how embarrassed she'd be if she learned Sharon was telling people this. Fair point, diminutive. Come to think of it, you've been working for the Reinfeld family for a while now, haven't you? 7 years, in fact. It was shortly after Mr. Reinfeld's passing. Can I begin to thank Madam Chairman, Irina, enough for giving me the chance she did. It was only thanks to her kindness I was able to begin a new life under her employ. Does that mean you've never been a maid before she hired you then? What? Way before the... Oh. As you no doubt suspect, I left as an enforcer. A mission given to me by her boss was what first led me to meet her. And she wasted no time in trying to hire me. Sobald ihr den vollen Kontext davon kennt, ist das irgendwie, ich finde es auch noch weird, aber ja. Man muss den vollen Kontext dazu wissen, warum ich so meine, warum es nochmal ein bisschen extra weird ist. They serve in both capacities concurrently after that. You won't find many executives who would knowingly hire an agent of Ouroboros. She never ceases to amaze, huh? She certainly doesn't. Nonetheless, it was thanks to her that I was able to find a newer path of my own. It's too late for me to turn back and change what's already been done, but she was willing to give me a different future. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. I was simply thinking out loud. Regardless of what happened in the past, my love for the Reinfeldt family will never waver. Over my devotion to Class 7, Master Rain, I shall continue to do all that I can to serve you. Wir sagen nur so, remember those words. Remember those words. I know we can always count on you. And everyone else knows that too. I hope we will always stay fondly in your thoughts, Sharon. Diese Worte werden noch getestet werden. Auf jeden Fall. After the conversation was finished, Sharon returned to preparing Baron Schwartz's meal. And after having our good until his mother returned, we left him to finish by themselves. Gut. Das. Wo haben wir jetzt nächstes? Ja, gucken wir, was Rezept in Church war. Als nächstes für Gaius. I figured a quiet church would be a perfect place to sit and think about what I can do, but so far it hasn't done me much good. There has to be something we can do to help the people of Erebor. What? Yeah, no, hopefully whatever we decide on will help people in all too. There's gotta be something that only we can do that will help better people's lives. Just need to figure out what. That's about the point I'm at. Still, if you keep thinking it over, I'm sure the winds and the goddess will grant us the inspiration eventually. This task actually seemed like a pretty good place to brainstorm. Maybe we should join for a while. You know, now that I think about it, there's someone I would like you to meet. A friend of mine, in fact. A friend of yours? Yep, follow me, I'll introduce you. He should be in the village right now. Ach, wahrscheinlich der Falke, oder? Is this friend of yours here? Can't sense anyone. Suppose even you would have trouble sensing him. Especially if you're trying to sense a person. What I'm looking for is not a person. Here he is. Is that a hawk? Looks like the one who helped save us from those Jaegers in Ord. The very same, in fact. He's a friend of mine who watches over the North Highlands from above. His name is Theo. He was named after one of the warriors who fought alongside Emperor Traxler during the war. It's great! Looks so cool up close. What's he doing all the way out here? Your guess is as good as mine. I spotted him on the roof of the Phoenix Wings last night. He might have followed our scent. All the way from Nordau? That's quite a distance. Vor allem, weil wir auch keine Geruchsspur hinterlassen haben. Wir haben uns teleported. And why he would follow us? I wish I could say for sure, but I'd like to think he wants to lend us his aid. He watched us slip up a few times during our battles, so I imagine he thinks he could make things easier. I see. Well, his Oregon is out of a bind once, and if he's got our glowing endorsements, he'll make a hell of an ally. Okay, welcome to the team, Theo. Oh, I think he's trying to say that he has no intention of getting too friendly with us. Just watch over us from above, like he did before, letting us say it when he sees this. Hey, that works too. In this case, thanks for watching our backs, Theo. Ja, nicht das erste Mal, dass wir eine Art Falken für uns verhalten haben. Ich meine, Siegfried. Wir haben ja auch noch, nee, also schon vom Sieg, aber ja. Fighting no others left and right, he stays on me. That's what it feels that way, though I bet he sees us more as weaklings in need of protection than others. Warum würde er uns als Weaklings sehen, wenn wir fucking Mech-Soldaten waren? Schade, ich habe gerade was gehört. Okay, no. Yeah, I don't know that. And I could say the same about yours. Likewise. They quietly watched Theo fly off into the distance before returning to the church together. And guys, learn to craft Hunter Wing earlier than he otherwise would. Normalerweise würde er es auf Level 75 lernen. This craft allows him to summon Theo to do damage in a line. Frage ist, welchen Level haben wir gerade? Okay, 70. Aber ich habe mit meiner Main Party eh 75, also ja. Macht jetzt nicht großen Unterschied für mich.